Here we are at the end of October and we're days away from NaNoWriMo. So I'm participating in NaNoWriMo this year and I'm so excited, and I wanted to share some tips with you on how to succeed this year. Hey there, my name is Katlyn Duncan and I am a traditionally published author and ghostwriter. So today we're talking about NaNoWriMo. In case you have no idea what I'm talking about, NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month, which takes place in November every year, where writers from around the world work hard throughout the month to write a novel. Now, the minimum is 50,000 words, which comes out to about 1,667 words a day. For a lot of people, NaNoWriMo is finally that opportunity to sit down and join a community of writers to get that project down. Now, if you're interested in learning more or want to take part, I'm going to link the NaNoWriMo website below, so do join in. NaNoWriMo is so special to me because I participated in my first NaNoWriMo in 2010, and the subsequent years after that, I revised this novel. Now, I was working full-time, and I didn't believe that I could ever be an author, so this was just sort of a fun thing for me. But as I revised this novel every year, I started to get really excited about being an author myself. The novel that I worked on for that many years was my debut, Soul Taken. And if you don't believe that you can get your novel published, just keep trying, and through perseverance, I know you can do it. Now today I wanted to just sit down and offer some tips from me to you about NaNoWriMo. If you have been following any authors here on YouTube or on Twitter, a lot of people have been having some early buzz about NaNoWriMo, and they are offering some amazing advice. But I wanted to take a little more personal spin on it. So if you haven't been watching any of my writing vlogs, this summer was a challenging one for me, and I'm still unsure of the reason why. I went through a transition when it came to my life and my writing, leading into the fall. Now, currently, I have two projects that I'm working on, one for a ghostwriting client and one for the second book in my contract with HQ Digital. Hence my taking part in Nano, because I have a lot of words to write in a very short amount of time. And looking ahead is making me a little overwhelmed right now. I'm starting to feel like I did way back in the summer. So if you are also feeling this way, whether it's because you're about to write your first novel or you're stressed with work or school, I'm here to tell you a few tips that may help get that first draft done. Tip number 1, make a plan. Now, I'm not saying you have to plan your book in its entirety ahead of time. This may be the first day you've heard of NaNoWriMo. You may not have the opportunity, or your October may have been super busy and you just want to go in and discover your book, which is totally fine. When I talk about making a plan, I am talking about actually planning out your November. So this would include opening up your phone to your calendar, or printing out a calendar from Google, or using your paper planner. Just look at the month of November. We have 30 days to write 50,000 words, and what I usually do is I cross off days or blocks of time that I know I cannot write. So I work a day job. I know I can't write between those hours. So my best creative time, which I've found throughout the years, is between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. That comes from a science background where I used to work in the medical field, so I used to have to be up early. That is my time to be creative. Thanksgiving, for instance, if you take part in Thanksgiving in the United States, that may be a day where you don't want to get any writing done. Or if you have a birthday party coming up for someone, or a vacation or some event, look through your calendar and be serious about the times that you think you can write. So from there on, you can go in and divide 50,000 words into how many days or blocks of time that you think you can work. Seeing these numbers in front of you will give you realistic expectations and may prevent you from feeling very overwhelmed about the month to come. I know that if I put down 1,667 words on every day of the month, that would make me a little nervous if, for instance, I became sick one day or something unexpected came up and I wasn't able to do that. Setting those realistic expectations will usually help, at least they do with me, to keep me sane and not get overwhelmed. So when it comes to my plan, I also have a ghostwriting project I have to work on. So my plan is to write what I can during the week, and my weekends I'm really going to be diving in. I have several in-person writing sessions with a friend of mine, and also I plan on taking part in as many online sprints as I can. Which leads into tip number 2, which is find encouragement. Writing can be lonely, so I suggest you don't do it alone. There are a ton of writing sprints happening every single day across YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, any place where writers are hanging out. Jump into one of those and I guarantee you will find the drive to write. Now, if you are nervous about jumping into a writing sprint, you don't necessarily have to take part in the chat box. Personally, I am sort of a lurker when it comes to sprints. I usually say hi to the host and then I just do my own thing. A lot of the hosts here on YouTube are great at running these sprints, and if you don't feel comfortable commenting, or maybe if you feel distracted commenting, you can mute any of the conversation taking place and just work with the timer and the time that you have. Any writing sprints that I've taken part in the past have been really informal, fun, and have always added to my word count. I enjoy the accountability and the overall excitement when it comes to writing. Tip number 3, treat yourself. Writing a book shouldn't be a punishment, and you certainly don't have to sacrifice a lot to do it. Create goals and rewards for your writing, whether you want to track by week, day, or that specific hour that you're sprinting. Since I have a lot of obligations during the week, what my main goal is going to be is if I hit a certain word count during my week. I love Hallmark and Lifetime Christmas movies, if you didn't already know. And I'm planning to watch a new one at the end of the week once I've reached my goal. Find something that you love and reward yourself for a job well done. Whether it's a certain type of food, going out with your significant other or friends, or just chilling on the couch watching TV, you deserve it. Tip number 4, practice self-care. It can be so easy to worry about the words and the project than yourself. I am totally guilty of this. We're heading into a season of the flu and colds for a lot of people, and if you don't take care of yourself, you risk setting yourself up to get sick and losing more time towards your goals. Drink lots of water. Go to bed on time. And if you're feeling any of the crippling effects of burnout, take a break. Whether it's 20 minutes to watch your favorite show or read a book, do something else that you love for an allotted amount of time to refill that creative well and to keep your body less stressed. Believe me, your body will thank you. Now, one of the reasons a lot of people do NaNoWriMo is to jumpstart the habit of writing on a regular basis. As a professional writer, I write almost every day when I'm on deadline. It's just part of the package. So this is all good practice and good fun, but you don't want to stress out too much about it. What's the worst that could happen? You don't win? That's it. It's really not worth getting sick or hurt over. This is supposed to be fun and also a learning experience if you've never written a book before. And at the end, you will have 50,000 words toward your first, 5th, 10th, 50th book, whichever one that you're working on this time. Now, my last tip is more for after NaNoWriMo. When NaNoWriMo is done, whether you've written the 50,000 words or 10,000 words, my last tip is for you to keep going. If you want to make writing a part of your life, it can't just be 1 month out of the year. That's why it took me so long to write my debut book, because I only did it for a few years during that 1 month. And it wasn't until I really got serious about writing that I was able to push myself further. I did want to let you know that I won't be posting regular content here in November. As I said, I have 2 projects going on, and I unfortunately don't have the time, and I'm not going to make any promises. So what I will be doing is my regular writing vlogs will be going up on Mondays. So feel free to subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you know the next time I post a video. I know not everyone is on Instagram, but I did want to let you know that I will be posting over there more frequently. You will get more daily updates there if you just can't wait for another video from me. But no pressure. So if you enjoyed this video, do give it a like and let me know in the comments below if you are tackling writing 50,000 words or more next month, and what tips you have for success or any questions about NaNoWriMo. I'll see you soon.